Hey guys, it's Madam Vinny with Distinguished Designs. Bringing you another pick a card reading. Today's pick a card is going to be only 2 piles. None of these, because we're going to look at who you got to drop. But I want you guys to pick the next topic for the next video. If you guys can put that in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to see what drops and we'll see what drops. Anyways, so yeah, give me a quick sec. Bam, there are your 2 options right there, pile 1 and pile 2. Pile 1, you're gonna be the lock, and pile 2, you're gonna be the key. We're gonna look at who you need to drop and who you need to keep. So take some time, feel the vibe, and make your selection. And I'll see you there. Alright, pile 1. If you chose this lock, it is your pile. So you guys don't forget to follow me on socials, and check out my website if you want a personal reading. I would appreciate it a lot. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do first, usually I leave my little spirit box to the very end, but I'm going to do it in the beginning, so bear with me. Spirit, let us know what we need to know. Give us some indicators of who either we need to keep or drop. Show me. Not many people know me, but it was nice to meet ya. Maybe you met this person in passing? So maybe this person, I feel like some of you had this person, I don't know. It's so weird because it's almost like if you know already and you're just looking for that confirmation whether you should. But for those of you that are questioning, we're going to get to this. So possibly somebody that either rides a skateboard, has a skater or alt style. They can be sweet. They can make you feel special. Probably it's a special friend or somebody that you're close to. Maybe not. So I'm getting the double on the friends. So you guys may have mutual friends or know each other or have been in school together. Well, this person finds you very sexy. I heard IOU. I know there is no I there, but for some reason, I'm dyslexic. So that T looked like an I to me for a couple of seconds there. So I heard IOU. Maybe this person owes you for something. I also heard the name Tate, so I don't know. T-E-O-U. I heard take you out, so somebody could want to take you out, or this is somebody that's taken you out in the past. They get your heart going. Basically, with this little charm right here, it's actually a button. It's a heart with cogs in it. So this person might pull on your heartstrings or get your heart going. Or maybe this person starts you up. Or maybe they did in the past. Or maybe you start them up because they find you very sexy. Or, somebody that likes burlesque and, BDSM and all those other things. Anyways, we'll get to this. Let's see some of these. Running. Somebody could be running from somebody, possibly twin flames, but not necessarily. Somebody is feeling slothy, or they know what's up that they gotta do, just that they're being lazy to do it. You're an amazing giver. Somebody's a giver to the affair of the heart. Yep, I felt that. Sexy as fuck. Excuse my language. But, see, this thing wasn't, wet like this before. How interesting, because I feel like maybe they want to blur the lines between friends. They think that you're very sexy, that you make them, maybe wet. I don't know. This person might be a hermit, or you're a hermit. Brought to you by the universe. So this is sponsored by the universe. So it could be that you guys are on a path together, have a spiritual path to take together, and could be why there's a runner for the heart and somebody's becoming a recluse to kind of get it together. Please be patient. I'm ruled by fear. Yep, somebody's a runner. Sounds like a twin flame situation, but though it's not necessary. It could also just be soulmates, could be anything. Take what resonates and fit it to what if the shoe don't fit, don't force it, please. But yeah, keep growing. You guys got to keep growing, or the person that you're thinking whether you should drop or keep, maybe they got to keep growing a little bit, or both of you need to grow. For some of you, you just got to say no. Sometimes you get to prioritize yourself, because for some of you, this is a bad connection. For some of you, could be grieving, or maybe that's the process that they're going through. I feel like, this thing flipped over, and it's like they don't want you to know that they're grieving, possibly. Or vice versa. Multitask. I love all of you, in and out. So this person, either you or them, they love you in and out regardless. Secret desire. Somebody's desiring somebody. Somebody is definitely in their ego. So they are ruled by fear, since they want to feed their ego. But at the same time, I feel like them being around you fills their ego. Interesting how I went like this. Made me think of like the ocean. So somebody's in their feels. Like deep in their feels. Somebody's on the computer. They look at you on the computer. They're single. Or they want to know if you're single. Social media, definitely. Children. Either they have a child or they could want children. Let's get physical. Yep, I felt that. They find you very sexy. I love your hugs. So chances are you may already know this person. Or it could be somebody from work that they love the way you've hugged them or embraced them in the past. Maybe it could have been just like a friendly hug, between colleagues, and that made them feel a little different. They felt, whoa, I've never felt this energy before. And it's just like, wow, slap in the face. But a good slap in the face. Up to no good for you. So yeah, some of you gotta be careful. Just watch your connection, see what's up, and make sure that they're always treating you like royalty. So those are the messages that Spirit has about, pile 1 with the master lock. Some of them want to lock it down. For others of you, either you're on lock or they're already locked down, as in married. So if that's the case, please save yourself the headache. Just say no, because it could be a bad connection. You don't want to end up grieving. So be careful, you guys. It could be a karmic. That's another thing. So the 2 of Pentacles, there's a lot of duality. So there's balance that is required in this situation. Or some of you are feeling out of balance, maybe because of your heart. It's the affair of the heart. And then we have the 5 of Cups. Somebody's crying over spilled milk. So, if you take a look around, may not really be missing something that you think you are. And then the 6 of Swords right here, pretty much. Somebody's moving away or being prompted to move away. So here, Spirit is saying that maybe it's time to roll. Time to get out of here. Yup. Some of you need to travel, because some of you need to pack your bags and start traveling with this little postcard. You may also receive information. Let me see what it says. It says postal service, and then it looks, the little R almost looks like it says rated R. So chances are maybe you've been physical, or they want to get physical. If that's the case and that's what you guys want, and you guys can, balance things so you don't end up hurting yourself, then, you know, do you, baby, but don't come crying when it happens. So let's get to the reading and let's see what's up. Maybe in the past this person was also ruled by fear, and maybe now they're having a change of heart. Maybe that's why they want to lock it down and they want to travel. But for some of you, this person might just be trouble. So let's see. Let's pull out a little lesson between you and this. Oh, that was fast. Give freely to receive freely. You do it for you at the end of the day. You are I are you. Grace, gift. So what is recommended here is, regardless of what happens, don't lose your spark to give freely so that you can openly receive freely as well and attract what it is that you're trying to attract. At the end of the day, you don't do good things, you know, besides, you do good things for people, but I'm saying, like, you also do it because you're a good person. You know, it's not just because, it's not of a superficial thing, in a sense. And then plus, you are I are you, which is a reflection. Again, this could be something either karmic or, you know, with a fated soulmate or that type of thing. But at the same time, your awareness that you can see yourself in others as well, and vice versa. So I feel like some of you are very, very easy to understand other people's problems, but not many people may understand you. I feel like you may not be very open either. So let's see what's up. Let's get to it. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Should pile one keep the person in mind? Not taking reversals, so we'll get to it. No, not all of these. I'll just take the ones that flipped, so. I feel like some of you are either defensive or on the defense when it comes to the affair of the heart, because you're protecting your bag, you're protecting your emotions, you're trying to close out cycles, and you're also trying to figure out what cycles, you know, you want to break, in a sense, patterns. Because I feel like this is either that person or somebody coming in that maybe there was turmoil in there in the past and has made you feel like they're just trouble, in a sense. Or this is somebody that you're gonna be defensive towards. But I feel like regardless, they're still going to make it be known. I feel like they're gonna be, in a sense, a bit stubborn. It's gonna suck for them, in a sense. That's what Spirit said, is gonna suck for them. Hey, it could be you're playing hard to get, or it could be they got a bridge to repair when it comes to you. It's so funny because, I mean, this is like resin, because I'm very artsy and stuff, and I like how it's just kind of like separate from all these other cards, because it literally won't lay on top of it, and if it does, it's kind of awkward. So I feel like they have to bridge something or knock some barriers down, because that's kind of a barrier. Anyways, let's see. They will be coming in to make that offer. You will just have to pay attention to what it is that is being offered here as well, because you may want to make some changes, or you're going to ask for changes, because in the past they may not have been at your best favor, and it's time to really end those cycles. So for some of you, it's kind of like split, in a sense. You'll know innately, and if you don't know, now you know. So there is no way of kind of like not knowing in a sense, because you'll have that internal nudge. All right, so let's see. Elaborate. Why should we allow this person to stay, or should we be defensive and protect ourselves? Spirit. So you're going to be defensive. You may want to lower your defenses at some point, but let's see what Spirit else has to say. Okay. Okay. I'll take those, and that's pretty much it. So you're going to be defensive. They may be a little bit defensive as well because they don't know how the situation is going to roll. I feel like they want to make you permanent, though. There's a possibility of them wanting to solidify something in its permanence and something a little bit more traditional. If it is an affair of the heart or like a relationship type of thing, that's something that they're definitely possibly thinking. It could also be relevant to business contracts if this is not a affair of the heart. If you're looking at it as a business partnership or as a, friend sort of thing, it could be that you have a friend that's coming back to make amends, and they really want to lock it down with you this time because they really want to make it up to you, but you're going to be on the fence, and they're going to be defensive too, but they want to lower down their guards when it comes to you so that they can rectify things, because in the past they had a childlike perception of the world. They were immature, and they could have been like just spying or just kind of doing things out of spite, and now since I feel like you've had to walk away in a sense, or put distance, retract yourself, and now it's like they're feeling it. They're having to deal with the cycles and handle their stuff too, because there's two cats here, and you guys are reflecting. What you're already going through and what you're doing is making them or forcing them to see their own actions, because now you're out of the picture. Who can they blame? So let's see. We got 5:05 on the clock, so changes need to be made so that you can close up cycles. Yep, in the past their choices were motivated by fear, and we talked about fear in the beginning with Spirit. They could have been, maybe somebody that could have bullied you in the past, or gave you a hard time. At the same time, they could have been somebody that may have not have been the best as a friend. They could have backstabbed you, or they could have just simply talked smack behind your back, and you found out and it hurt you. For some of you, you may have been exposed in a way where maybe certain people didn't get, they shouldn't have known you in that fashion, but this person had something to do with opening that door for people when that door should have remained shut. It seems like they want to transform whatever situation happened in the past into something more compassion. They want to really possibly make amends, but it's up to you really, ultimately, if you want to close out the cycle for good and be like, peace, you had your moment, bye, shoo, moshu. Or you can allow this person to rectify things and create a sense of unity and have a spiritual rebirth in this connection as well. Perhaps in the past there may have been either a misunderstanding of their intention. For some of you, I feel like maybe you gave them too much the benefit of the doubt, and for others, they may have let you down in a way, but their intentions may have been not so bad, or not with the illest of intentions. Probably for some of you was just crap circumstance. But lessons were learned on both ends. And right when I said that, a piece of incense ashes fell down. So things really fell apart. So in a sense, it's kind of me seeing that fall down. I heard that's how the tower fell. So whatever may have been solid in the past or had permanence, with that had to be torn down in order to make way for something better. Whether it's this person rebirthing with the situation and your circumstance, or altogether wiping the slate clean, allowing fresh new energy to come in. And yeah, you're gonna have a new spiritual teacher that may reveal itself, or you may have new lessons to learn. For some of you, I feel like you've already done and finished with this whole situation, that you will no longer be allowing this to continue, and you will have a new person, a new situation come in that will be more formal, more traditional, I guess, in a sense. Like principle wise, it's gonna stand a more solid foundation. Let's see what advice Spirit gives us when it comes to your divine abundance. Spirit, what advice do you give us with this situation? 3 cards, please. Okay. I'll take that. And these 2 that fell. So you need courage in this situation. You need to allow yourself to receive. Again, we talked about receiving, giving freely to receive freely. Newton's laws of motion. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. So it's time to figure out if we're going to put this object to rest, or person, or situation, whatever, or if we're going to remain in motion and enter a new cycle, or repeat the same old cycles. So it says, let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. So some of you are going to have to follow your gut, walk in faith, even if you don't know where you're going towards or where this journey is leading you. You need to have faith and trust in yourself. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, most definitely. But it's about trusting yourself. And if you don't trust yourself enough, that's a point of, progress that you need to work on. That's something you got to work on. So every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Yep. We're talking about trusting that inner guidance, following your intuition, and, follow your gut when it comes to certain decisions. Definitely quiet down and take a moment to just breathe and smell the roses before you make any decisions like that, especially when it comes to ending situations. Once you do, I feel like things are going to become very extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So yeah, you're definitely stepping into your power for some of you. You just need to have courage to receive what it is that you want from the universe. With this world, we have cycles that we're closing out and we're about to end. But at the same time as well, the end of a cycle is the beginning of a cycle again. So you could be stepping off of one cycle, one wheel, and onto the next, but you'll be making progress. So for those of you, it's like a 50-50. If I had to decide what you'd have to do, Spirit pretty much laid it out. If this person is toxic, deuces. if they're not toxic and you see them making an effort to actually like rectify things, maybe you should let them. But that's pretty much it. Alrighty. Thank you, Pile 1. Thanks for definitely being here with me today. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to choose your guys' next theme. Okay? So, Pile 2. If you chose the key, this is your pile. Welcome. Right off the bat, this little message flew, and I swear I didn't even see it until I actually started grabbing the cards, and I had just put back all of the messages and shuffled them around. So I feel like this situation is a Pandora's box. It's a very different than the last reading. Like, let's see what Spirit has to say. So let's get some more messages. So, for some of you, this person is watching you. Maybe they smoke or you like to smoke. I heard chill and smoke. Somebody likes to chill and smoke. It's a secret now. Let's see. Let in. Now let in. Secret. Now let in. This person may be cryptic. They want to see the world. Somebody that may like to travel. Somebody that may either light the way or they see you light the way and they shine like stars, or you shine like stars. For some of you, these numbers may be important. The number 24, the number 63 or 34 or 634, the number 24 again, or the number 47 or 247. So let's see. We have the letter N, the letter J. I heard New Jersey for some of you. We have an S. We have a C, South Carolina. Q. For some of you, this person is a square. For some of you, this person may be in the justice system or studying CJ, criminal justice, although not necessarily. This may be somebody that, you know, asks a lot of questions or makes you have a lot of questions, which is why they would be a Pandora's box. And again, we have secret here again. Secret, secret, secrets. Maybe a secret admirer. Or maybe you have a secret admiration. They might be stuck in your thoughts, or you're stuck in somebody's thoughts. Toxic. Let's see what else. I don't want to hold you back. Adaptable. Daydream. Somebody's in Fantasyland. Cloud 9. I heard Cloud 9. I dream about waking up to you. You? I want to build my dreams with you. We have the little tunnel, although it could be something else if we be subjective. Or arches, also. Going through arches, you know. Usually arches to me symbolize like marriage or wanting to get married. Because you walk through, you know, like the churches, you go through the arches and stuff like that for those old school kind of churches. That's just me though. Winter might be important, or So winter may be a season that's important to either you or this person. Maybe some of you met during the winter season, or it's your favorite season or their favorite season. This is somebody that could be working on their financial freedom, or you're working on your financial freedom right now. So you may be a bit preoccupied, or they may be a bit preoccupied. This could be why they, they're daydreaming as well while they're probably working and stuff like that. Okay, over here dropping a lock. So this is somebody that can be adaptable, or they see you as adaptable. We have the number 7, so it could be something that is along the spiritual path. We have the Queen of Wands here. So this could be a fire sign, or you're a fire sign. They see you as somebody that's ambitious and driven, or that's the kind of person that's looking at you, or this person that you're asking about whether you should keep or let go. So this person possibly has toxic tendencies, maybe a little bit obsessive, and it's a secret. And then we have another one, which is the Queen of Hearts. It could be that you're empathic. For some of you, this may even be a same-sex relationship, couple, or dynamic type of thing. Although, just take what messages are meant for you. Don't force what doesn't fit. So if you feel like it sticks to you, but it doesn't resonate quite yet, it could be that it's something incoming and may happen in the near future. For some of you, you may be thinking either about moving into this with this person, or maybe something along the lines with like housing or a hotel, or maybe you guys hooked up at a hotel. For some of you, I just heard this was a business trip. We have voyage, so yeah, could have been a business trip, because working on that financial freedom. We have the 4 of Pentacles here, so definitely staying in your power when it comes to, or being possessive. Somebody may be possessive. They could be somebody that's really into their coin, somebody that can also be nurturing as well, and stable. Somebody who has a knack for money as well. We have another apartment building here, so it's doubled back, doubled down on that. Maybe you two live in separate locations or at a distance. For some of you, I heard coast to coast. Or some of you live in New Jersey and some in South Carolina, which is why there's that distance. Or just, could be across town or down the street, but could be that maybe you're thinking about either moving in together or making one of the situation. And then we have this little building here that always makes me think of I think that's Russia, even though it says Paris, France. But there's a bird with a letter incoming. So birds are messengers to me with an incoming letter. Since it's Paris, this is Paris, it could be an incoming message of love. Or maybe you may feel that way about giving that offer or reaching that out, because it takes 2 to tango. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles here, and then the 6 of Pentacles. Let me see. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Well, so this person probably throws you for a loop, or you throw this person for a loop, because I literally went through this whole situation where this small little meaning here threw me for a loop, where I drew a blank. Either this person distracts you, or you're a distraction for them, because literally, I completely got distracted. For some of these people, they might feel like the situation is toxic, or they think it's toxic because you keep going around in their head, or they keep going around in your head as well, and like a daydream, and you make them get distracted when they should be adapting to the situation. But they want to be generous, or you may want to be generous to this person or towards this person. So the way that I'm feeling this connection already, it feels like it's a mystery, but it's like on the verge of something new as well. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This person may be moving slow, or you may be moving slow, especially if they're working on their financial freedom. They're trying to build those bridges so that their finances may be easier, or that's something that may have expressed, or maybe something that you will express. But this person may want to start traveling towards you with this vehicle. They're definitely making their way towards you if you're not moving towards them. So it seems like you two may be either in the same path to move towards each other or run together. We have another carriage here, so another vehicle, and this one says crate postal, and there's a bunch of little letters here. So there may be communications back and forth. You may be receiving a package, or this person wants to give you their package, or you'll be either giving okay, Spirit, what are we doing here? Right when I said that and happened to land on this, when I said maybe they want to give you their package, we have Paris, the Eiffel Tower. So this person has deep feelings for you, and you may not be aware of it because it may be a secret, or both of you feel this way mutually and are kind of stuck as to what to do. But this situation is meant to blossom and change with the number 5. So coincident, there's a C, 5 cents. But this is also supposed to be kind of like a post. What is this? I don't know. It says Precision 1832. And it's a butterfly. Butterflies are transformation, precision. So something may be timed, or there's divine timing at hand when it comes to this situation as well. But there will be changes and developments in this connection. So I feel like this connection is actually going to develop even more. Some of you are continuing here from pile 1 that split 50-50. So if you're here from pile 1, chances are you're making the move to move forward with this person and make changes. So also ending certain cycles, starting new cycles. For those coming from pile 1 to pile 2, you may have been trying to make the decision to figure out whether if you want to keep this person in your life for the rest of it, or move forward separate ways, or move into the same household if this is a person. And if it comes to business, deciding whether if this person is the right person to solidify your business and put a place of work or a location, storefront, whatever. It could be a situation that shares more than just, finances. Could be somebody that you may end up becoming a power couple with. So that's something that is to think about. So let's see what Spirit has to say. But I keep feeling like they're watching closely. I feel like that came out again face up, because it's like, light the way. Maybe they want you to lead the way, or you're waiting for them to take leadership when it comes to this situation. You just have to chill and wait and see what's up. Unless you feel like you're the one meant to make the move. You need to trust your guidance. So let's see. Spirit, Oh, you guys don't forget to follow me on the socials. I would really appreciate it. Check out my store if you want a personal reading. Spirit. Okay. You already knew what we was gonna say. So, we're not taking reversals. So, from pile 1, we had the Knight of Chalices in the beginning as well. And now we have Knight of Chalices making an appearance in pile 2 along with the Hierophant. So those of you that are here from pile 1, you chose to make the decision to keep this person. So I feel like this pile 2 is going to be about allowing this person to stay and working on it. It could be that you are the key to that person's lock, and you may allow this situation to get locked down. You know, you could also be the key to the situation, or Pandora's box, you know, or we have the key to open up Pandora's box, which everything came out of Pandora's box, you know, the bad especially, but the good as well. Perhaps some of you had a situation in the past, or maybe even with this person, that, you know, you went through a lot. But at the end of it, there was still hope left for the situation. And if this is a romantic situation, you'll probably be likely looking at situation of moving forward with a marriage. And, you know, probably during this summertime reference, because with the sun, this person may have Leo in their chart, or they may be somebody that is fiery sometimes, but can be emotional at times, but they're for the most part balanced, more on the warmer side. Yep, for some of you that were dealing with this person in the past, either you or they had to go through a cycle of growth where you had to get over your anxieties, or they had to get over their anxieties and their heartbreaks and betrayals and that type of deal, so that you can step into your Emperor, Empress power. But with the Five of Wands, there may have been like defensiveness and, like, you know, bickering, fighting back and forth, and now it's time to change those things. For some of you, I feel like, that are moving forward with this situation from pile 1, maybe some of you guys are choosing to go through like couples counseling with like the Hierophant in order to fix the situation when it comes to this. For others of you, when it comes to business, if this is a business thing, you may be looking at getting a professional to help draw out something like a, for some of you, if it's a marriage, like a prenup or whatever. For others, if it's a business contract, like you're getting a attorney or a lawyer to draw out the fine print for whatever it is that you're trying to have that contract, just to avoid anxieties and problems and like mental stresses when it comes to your finances, when it comes to basically everything in the business that you would be concerned if things go awry, because you want to make sure that this business or situation, circumstance is a successful one, after having learned many lessons in the past as well, and having back and forth battling, you know, where it was, sometimes the battles got a little hot, but it wasn't so much that it was like crazy damage. Whereas where if it was like a sword, that would pierce more than, you know, just getting whacked by a stick. Even though, you know, if you get whacked by a stick, it could hurt pretty bad too, but, you know. Let's see, what other advice do you give us, Spirit? We have another Well, this is one of those side cards, but I just left it in there because I wanted to keep it in there. You got a strength there, so there needs to be strength when it comes to this connection, because both of you need to see the truth of the situation as well in order to make this a balanced connection and actually celebrate. So make the things in the past that were once, troublesome into a better, turning over that leaf so that you can celebrate and have that success. Let's see. Will there be success in this connection, Spirit? That's what I want to know. Will there be success in this connection? Let's leave this here because they wanted to stay. Spirit, will there be success in this connection? Will there be success in this connection? So in the past, this person may have been fixated on riches. So we're going to be talking about that financial freedom, or maybe you fixated on your finances or just being in the bag. Currently, they may have a better idea for time management. They have better skills at managing things, or you may have developed your management skills. In the past, you may have withdrawn, or they may have withdrawn from society in order to take a breather to figure out what it is that they're gonna do, or you figure out how you're gonna move forward as well, because there was a lack of self-awareness on both ends, not just yours. Somebody was just kind of sitting, hunkering down again in the past, hunkering down, fixated in their riches and their possessions, and maintaining that bag, staying in their power. It could also be somebody that's maybe they've been greedy in the past a little bit too, but not so much. There has been a need for rest, or maybe there was a rest that happened in the communication. So maybe you guys had a break when it comes to talking, or I can't even speak. There's communication that needs to be had here. So either one of you or the other hasn't spoken up, or there's going to be talks brought up. For some of you, may be brought up between a mediator, an arbitrator, or a judge to figure out what's the best route when it comes to this, or seeking therapeutic advice. But there was a break that Spirit said. There was a timeout that happened that was necessary in order for growth. In the past, there was a lot of daydreaming going on about achieving the goal. So being, more fixated when it comes to finances, or maybe you have been that way. And now you're kind of dipping back into the dating scene. You need to be adding more imagination to other relationships that you have, whether business or love partnerships, or just simply friend, or even, for some of you, it's paying attention a little bit more to, your furry friend as well. For some of you, not all of you. So only take it that resonates. You'll have immeasurable wealth. Possibly this may be, again, like I said, a power couple dynamic that ends up becoming very, very successful. Either you are the mentor, or you will be mentoring someone, if not this person. Or it could be that both of you will be mentoring each other when it comes to the situation. But you will be receiving an important message when it comes to this person or situation. Let me see what else. Spirit, is there any other messages when it comes to this pile? Before I move on to the divine abundance. Spirit. So you're going to move forward with this situation. Whatever moving forward is for you. Or what you thought. Okay, that's enough. Oh. So yes, in the past, foolish emotions caused harm. There may have been toxic cycles or patterns that have had to been addressed during this break to control the situation or get back on the same track. You know, the slate is being wiped clean from the things of the past in order to move. Oh, dang. Sorry about that, pile 2. You guys got cut off. My phone overheated and it decided to end there. So maybe in the past things got heated and it ended there, or maybe you guys make this person overheat, like you make their temperature rise. You know? So wherever I was, let me try to go back and rewind. So some of you guys are going to move forward and charge ahead, and you will have success in this situation. Some of you guys are going to choose to give it the rebirth in this situation. If this was no contact situation for some of you, or starting something new when it comes to a person or situation when it comes to business. Let me see. In the past, you could have been stubborn, or they could have been stubborn when it comes to the situation, and it ended up isolating either one of you or both. But now you're starting to get that drive back, that fire inside of you. And I want to say in the beginning we had the Queen of Wands show up in the little mini tarot charmies, whatever. So definitely could be you. You could be the fire sign, or you know, I heard Saggy. So some of you could be Saggy or have Sagittarius, or they could have Sagittarius, although not necessary. They could just have Sag energy. In the past, the law of others may have intimidated, or maybe there were some people that were outspoken when it came to this situation, and it just kind of put a strain, which is probably why maybe in the past things could have gotten heated. That's for those that it resonates. But now there's a new source of power flowing in when it comes to the situation, again regaining all that power and that passion that was lost in the past. The truth is going to come out when it comes to the situation. So you're going to find some truths, they're going to find some truths, and there's going to be a whole new level of awareness that is going to come up to the surface. In the past, there may have been people, again, like I said, people that intervened, got in the way, or had a lot to say when it came to the situation, where they should have kept their tongue in their mouth instead of trying to brown nose in other people's stuff. In the past, there may have been people occupying your throne, but now you're going to regain all that power. You're going to come in like a lightning strike. So for some of you, you're going to come in and sit upon your throne when it comes to this decision. And with the King of Pentacles here, either this is the person that they're good with their finances, or you're good with your finances, but you're about to get into that Emperor energy, or both of you will mirror Emperor and again Empress energy. You will have probably some pushback, people that may be outspoken when it comes to this situation, but if it's a go, it's a go. It doesn't matter what anybody says, because your situation is going to come. Sorry about that again, pile 2. You got cut off again. There's probably a lot of inner see, I can't even speak, intrusions in this situation, and it's time to cut it out, because there is an equal balance that's going to happen here, and everybody else needs to be cut out of the equator, cut out of the equation. Best said, not equator. Although maybe this person comes from near the equator, or Latin America, or the areas near the equator. But let's get to your divine abundance. So Spirit, what is the divine abundance? Receiving. Yeah, for some of you, you're definitely here from pile 1. guidance, and then one more, Spirit, one more. Divine abundance, one more, Spirit. Okay, clearing. Okay, so with receiving, you need to freely, openly give back and forth in order to be able to receive. Every day, it becomes easier to receive in the highest divine plan and trust my inner guidance. So some of you are actually finally listening to your gut, listening to that intuition, and starting to take those decisions. Even if they scare you, you're getting guidance from the universe to follow your North Star, to follow and transform and really bloom. When you make the divine intelligence your foundation. All right, finally, I get to finish pile 2. God dang, I feel like in this situation, you guys have been dealing with a lot of stop, start, and having to like keep doing things over and over and over again. It was giving me a headache. I had to take a break to come back. And then also I had to like delete stuff to make space for the rest of this video. So definitely some of you guys are clearing out the stuff from the past and moving to something better. You're being handed the key. But yeah, this whole thing just derailed everything for me, so it might come at you at a very random left. I feel like it's gonna come at you left out of nowhere. So like I was saying, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed start to follow. So you guys are gonna transform, blossom. You're gonna start following the guidance that the universe has set for you, and you're also going to have clearing. As a true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. Basically, you're going to allow the universe to share its abundance with you. And allowing yourself to receive. You know, for some of you, summer is going to be important. Beach weather, if you guys are near the beach. For some of you, maybe being in the desert is important for you, or at a lake. But there's definitely going to be rebirth happening, transformations and things coming in as well. And I want to say I forgot to give you guys like the little advice, so here it is. It's so funny because I feel like this kind of mirrors pile 1, but at the same time it doesn't, because I was supposed to do this kind of in the beginning and I didn't do it, and now I'm doing it in the end. So it's kind of like reflection, or opposites attract, maybe. I don't know. Fit it where it fits. Spirit, what is this little message that they gotta hear? What is their little advice? Come on. You guys got to. I'm gonna let it slide. So, stalling yourself, it could be why we kept having so many breaks in recording this second part, will only lead you to make more disruptions. Whoa, see, I can't even read. There's a lot of miscommunication, a lot going on here. For some of you, you need to take a step back because you may be too close to the situation to have like the clarity. So maybe you're being asked to kind of take the chill pill, take a seat back, retract a little bit so that you can prepare yourself. Because stalling yourself also will lead you to more disruption. Take smaller steps, focus steps, caution and vigilance. So yes, definitely exemplifying, take smaller steps, focus steps, because I had to slow myself down again in order to push that out there. So there's a lot of intrusions and a lot of interventions coming into this situation, and there's going to be a clearing of that. Either one or the other is going to pretty much tell all of these empty chatter to be like, fly, get a fly, she fly. Anyways, let others reap what they have sown. You will get to sit on your throne. Confidence, have confidence, because justice is coming in to do a clearing. Lesson learned. There you go. So, pile 2, there is success coming in. For a very, 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 very small few of you that are here from pile 1, you may choose to continue the situation, but there is lessons to be learned still. And for a very, very, very small fraction of you, after you kind of deal with this cycle here, because I'm going to break it down to you, you're about to either enter the same cycle for that small few from pile 1 coming over here, where you still have a lesson to learn or you skipped a step. But that being said, you're also being given the option to skip that step into the next lesson as well in this point in time, because I'm pointing it out. Some of you, that small portion that's going to move forward, you're going to end up deciding that this is not really what you need or you want, and you're going to do that clearing yourself and let everything else fall into place for you. So regardless, there's success. Pile 2 is a go. Pile 2 is a go. Pile 2 is a go. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you today. Pile 2. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to pick the next topic in the comments, what you guys want to see or have me read. But other than that, have a great day or night wherever you're at. See you later, Pile 2.